You know, people really don't name their kids Lance much anymore, but back in medieval times, folks named their kids Lance a lot. Hey folks, welcome to This Week in History. Let's get this over with. On January 17th, 1377, Pope Gregory XI finally reached Rome after moving the papacy back to Rome from Avignon, France, where it had been for the last 6 popes and roughly 70 years. In 1811, a Spanish force of about 6,000 troops defeated nearly 100,000 Mexican revolutionaries at the Battle of Calderon Bridge. In all fairness here, 60% of the Mexican force was armed with spears, slings, and bows and arrows. On January 18th, 1670, Henry Morgan, yes, that Henry Morgan, and he was an admiral by the way, led an army of pirates, privateers, and jerky makers in capturing Panama from the Spanish. In 1871, Wilhelm I of Germany was officially proclaimed Kaiser Wilhelm, which is how most people know him. He'd previously been king and emperor, but you know, Kaiser just has that certain ring to it. It means Caesar, by the way. On January 19th, 1883, the first modern electric lighting system, you know, the ones that use overhead wires, built by Thomas Edison, went into operation in Roselle, New Jersey. It was the test market just to make sure it would work. On January 20th, 1649, the High Court of Justice for the trial of Charles I, I think the name kind of gives away what it was for, began. It ended with the beheading of the king, and speaking of which, on January 21st, 1793, Francis Louis XVI was executed by, you guessed it, beheading, after being found guilty of treason during the French Revolution. And don't forget folks, if you like what we do here, give us a like. If you haven't already, give us a subscribe. And heck, why not leave a comment down below just to help the algorithm? Plus, don't forget about those links down in the description. Okay, we're moving on. On January 22nd, 1506, the first group of 150 Swiss guards arrived at the Vatican. They've acted as the police force and the Pope's personal bodyguards ever since. In 1879, the Anglo-Zulu War sparked off with a British defeat at the Battle of Isandlwana. Later that day, the British gained a small victory after being outnumbered and surrounded at Rorke's Drift. If you want to know that story, check out the eye up there. On January 23rd, 971, troops of the Song dynasty defeated a war elephant corps of the Southern Han at Shao by using crossbows. It's just a cool little mental picture there. In 1368, the 3-century reign of the Ming dynasty began when Zhu Yongzhang ascended to the throne of China as the Hongwu Emperor. In 1556, the Shanxi earthquake, considered the deadliest earthquake in history, hit the Shanxi province of China, with a death toll estimated topping off at 830,000. Apparently a lot of people lived in clay caves, and during the earthquake these collapsed, burying an unimaginable number of people alive. And birthdays this week, we've got general, politician, first governor of Massachusetts, and large signature writer John Hancock in 1737, founding father, publisher, inventor, politician, well, just about everything, and the man on the $100 bill, Benjamin Franklin in 1706, and the privateer slash pirate hunter who ended up being executed by his own country for piracy, Captain William Kidd, was born this week at 1645. And that's just gonna about do it for this week, but we'll see you back here next week. Same squirrel time, same squirrel channel. Stay warm, stay happy, and more importantly, stay healthy.